Alright, good day, my charming conspirators. Welcome back. This is the horror game called Death Mark 2. Let's get it. It's been so long since I played this, I don't even remember what the hell I was doing. Let's call Ida just to recap what the hell we're supposed to be doing here. I pick up the phone in the infirmary and punch in the mansion's number. It's like I got wrapped up into playing the new Silent Hill game, and that just took over like the last 3 weeks of my life, so trying to get back into playing this now. Nakamatsu here. It's me, villain. I need you to look up a few things for me. Sure, alright. Tell me what you need to find. I share details of the incident to Ida. I think we're talking about that dude that was in the shrine. He had like a gun on him. You just keep running into spirits one after another, huh? Yeah, tell me about it. There was way too much evil stuff terrorizing that school, man. If I was enrolled there, I would have just taken off running and never looked back. So what do you want to ask? Oh, yeah, okay, I remember this now. Mr. Kokaruri, never heard of him. I knew it, no hits. Maybe he's a minor spirit that's only known at Konoehara Academy. A lot of hooligans show up when I search. Can you try and narrow it down a bit? Like, give me a first or last name or something? Who in the world is hooligan? While we still don't have confirmation, we do have a suspect. Find me any information about Shinichi KAKUTA? Shinichi KAKUTA from Konoehara Academy, huh? You got it. So Ita's like my little spy behind the scenes here. That KAKUTA kid seems to be famous in the karate world. He performed well in several tournaments. Has a promising future. Man, I'm getting kind of jealous. But there's a post that caught my attention. What post? It's a comment thread on the article with the obvious caveat of never trusting any unsourced comment you can find on the internet. This KAKUTA kid supposedly punched a student from another school and injured them. That'd be a clear-cut case of criminal assault. The thread continues on. Despite that incident, he still took part in a tournament afterward. He should have at least gotten a house arrest if something like that was true. I wonder what's going on. That's suspicious. Rumors say his senior Konoehara Academy alumnus covered up the incident. If that's true, KAKUTA is probably pretty indebted to him. If these rumors about KAKUTA are true, the fine, upstanding student on the disciplinary committee actually has two faces. How would that be related to this case, though? Red mushrooms growing out of a dead centipede? Yick. Just say that makes me feel gross. Glad I don't have to see the real thing. So I guess, are we done talking to him? Thanks for this afternoon, villain. What are you talking about? Damn, you forgot already. You helped me cheer Susie up. Oh yeah, back at the hospital. I only did that because you encouraged me. Nah, you mean a lot to her, you know. She really believes in you. Everyone really depends on you. I'm jealous. It's no big deal. Oh, come on. No need to be so humble, man. Makes me wonder if I'll be as impressive as you are when I reach your age. I wonder. It all depends on your effort level, I guess. Do your best. You still got plenty of time to become the man you want. Yeah, I'll give it my best shot. Talk to you later. Okay, so what do we even... I'm trying to think of where I need to go. I guess let's just start going down the list here, because I'm not really sure. There's no one in student council. Oh wait, there's somebody. Back during my school days, I didn't really involve myself in student council since I was busy with club activities. Were you in science club? Hey now, don't judge a book by its cover. Sorry, what club were you in? Physics and chemistry club. Close enough. That's not all that much different than what I said, you know. Yeah, exactly. There's no need to stay here any longer. Let's go inspect somewhere else. I forgot Hero was with me, to be quite honest with you. It's like I haven't played this game in like a month. There's no one in the faculty room. I'm jealous you could go home early. I usually work until late night. Sometimes I even stay overnight. Oh. It must be hard on you, Hero. It really is. But no one in the company understands my pain. I'm really starting to hate it here. Or hate it there. There's no need to stay any longer. Let's go inspect somewhere else. It's like, I feel like I've spent like 4 months on this game trying to get through, man, and I still don't see an end in sight. It's like, at least I'm getting my money's worth out of this game. What a nice library. They even have a large collection of books. If you're going to build a library, you might as well do it right, I say. I guess they put a lot of importance on this, given their reputation. I see. Hope this incident won't damage the school's reputation. It's probably a long shot. Alright, and let's go to the other corridor then. New building or connecting corridor? Let's try the new building, I guess. That's the thing. I don't know where the hell I'm going. Like, what is my freaking objective here? Oh, that's right. There were two Mr. Kokorois. That's right. I'm remembering now. It's like I said, I haven't played this in like a month, so I'm trying to like figure out what the hell I was doing. Should I go out? Can I go out there? Go outside and continue the investigation in other places. Yeah, I kind of feel like I have to go... It won't let me go out, though. Crap, I thought I had to go out there. Guess not. That's locked. So do I go to the connecting corridor? Okay, good. We got something going on here. I was like, good. I don't know where to frickin' go, man. Hooligan gone to the Fox Forest. Eat Crimson Devil to see invisible. Kokuri. Again? What's wrong, villain? No, it's nothing. This has got to be the work of that female doll again. She wanted to tell me something. Hooligan has gone to the Fox Forest. Eat Crimson Devil to see the invisible Kokuri. Oh, so do I have to eat the mushrooms, I wonder? Like those red mushrooms? If the previous pattern holds, this information must have something to do with the spirit. I have no idea what that doll's goal is, but it doesn't hurt to keep that information in mind. Well, I learned my lesson from the first Death Mart game. I ain't trusting no goddamn doll. Yeah, I need to go back to the clock tower area. I don't freaking know, man. So there's the shrine... Wait, do I go to the shrine front gate? Let me try searching the clock tower again. I see the entrance to the clock tower. Open the door. The door's locked. Of course it's locked. Alright, well, let's try going to the shrine front gate. Ooh, I think this is where I need to be. We arrive at the north end of the school grounds. The shrine gate we see before us must be the entrance to the Fox Forest. There we go.
Kujo.
A traffic cone and barrier are blocking the way. I imagine they're there to prevent people from going in. However, this might have the opposite effect. They're quite attention-grabbing, and it's not difficult to bypass the barrier. Well, yeah, we just gotta step over it. Let me... Okay, we can't go to the right. What's on this pole? An old shrine gate. It looks regal despite the dull color. Beyond the gate is a dense, gloomy forest. Heaven forbid, it looks like the entrance to another world. Well, I guess we're continuing the theme of Silent Hill F here, because we're going into another freaking shrine. And it's a fox forest, too. The fox forest is just up ahead. From the shrine gate, an overgrown path continues deeper into the forest. This should be the path Abe mentioned. The path that connects the Kokoroi Shrine, former location at the school, with the shrine in the forest. Mr. Kokuri uses this path to go back and forth between the two shrines. Pretty sure they wanted to close the road, but literally anyone can get around this. The path ahead is unknown territory. Stay sharp, hero. I know that. You don't have to tell me. I'm just making conversation, girl. We delve deeper into the pitch-black forest. As we press forward, the light from the flashlight illuminates more and more trees crowding in around us. But I'm so riled up that the shadowy forms look like a horde of monsters to me. Who knows, maybe a real monster's poised to strike just beyond the imagined monsters I'm seeing. Once my mind starts down that train of thought, my skin starts to crawl. I'm getting in my own head and making myself paranoid. Before long, we arrive at an old path leading to the shrine. Although it's only a few minutes from the gate, I feel like we've entered another world. So this is the Fox Forest. Got a bad feeling about this place, like really, really bad. Well, it can't be helped, hero. Do you want me to get Mashida to take over? No, I can handle this. I have to do this to save Daimon. Even A did her best. Those two aren't here right now, but we all did this before. Yeah, I mean we did, yeah. 4 months ago, I pursued a case alongside Hiro, A, and Daimon. I guess she must have recalled that time. Wait for me, Daimon, Daimon, Daimon. Hiro keeps repeating Daimon's name over and over like it's a good luck chant. I guess that's her way of summoning up the courage to keep going, since she's not good with the paranormal. Well, either that or she's possessed. Okay, I've calmed down now. Let's go, villain. Oh, is this, KAKUTA? Yeah. Hey, KAKUTA. Why are you here? This is the end. What end? I didn't do him a favor. I shouldn't have gotten involved. Fox. He's mumbling something to himself. His voice is hoarse, as if his words are caught in the back of his throat. What in the hell happened, KAKUTA? Mr. Villain? I don't want to die. Is he transforming into something, man? Oh, for God's sakes. Yeah, here we go again. His face bulges from within, red lines webbing across his skin as it's pulled apart. His expression contorts in agony as he screams. Mushrooms sprout from within his wounds, rooted somewhere inside his head. More and more mushrooms split his skin to pieces. What is happening to KAKUTA's body? It hurts, it hurts, it hurts! Did he just, like, run off? Clutching his face, KAKUTA runs away while screaming. His figure disappears into the woods. The darkness has taken him now. Could that be Mr. Kakuri's curse? I'm immediately reminded of the rumors of a delinquent boy whose ear turned into mushrooms. What's happening to Kakuta is even more horrific than the rumors. But how? How could Kakuta be cursed? I think we know the answer to that. He's cursed because he's hooligan. What did he do? I don't know, but Kakuta seems to have an idea why he got cursed. If we do whatever he did, we'll be cursed too. We don't know what action provokes Mr. Kakuri's ire, which means we need to be extremely careful in this forest. A cluster of mushrooms is glowing on a tree trunk. I hear something. It sounds like a human groaning. Is there something in the darkness? Yeah, we're doing it. I wave my flashlight toward the direction of the groan. The nearby trees are illuminated by the light, but it's still too dark to see anything else. I stare into the darkness, trying to get a better look. What? Yeah, I don't know, Hero. Those eyes are looking at us. Is this spiritual phenomenon tied to Kokiri, or did other spirits in this forest do it? I don't really know. At that moment, I feel something strange at the bottom of my foot. It feels like I'm stepping on something small and hard. Well, it's gotta be a tooth. I raise my foot up and pick up the item. Got him. It's an eerie tooth. Got our soul. Can you, like, stop groaning by walking, girl? Jesus Christ. There's an old stone lantern. There's an animal carved atop the lantern. It looks more like a mouse to me. Do these animals mean anything? I'm getting curious now. I better look it up. Let's... Wait, what is item? Well, apparently we got to inspect it then. The stone is quite weathered, so these things are quite old. Its surface is mostly covered in moss and mushrooms. What do I need to do? I take out Abe's Talismans. Even if I take it out, I don't know how to use it. Okay, well, that's not the right item. Take out the creepy petri dish. How would I use this, though? I can't come up with any idea. Do I gotta take out the paper bag? Take out the suspicious paper bag. Even if I've taken out... No. Take out the notice for hooligan. No, I can't. Apparently, I don't have whatever I need to inspect this damn thing. Alright, I'll finish up. I'll have to remember to come back to this. Is it still... Yeah, it's still lit up. There's an old stone lantern. There's an animal carved at the top. It looks like a cow. Yeah, I don't have whatever I need to proceed with this. So we got a mouse, a cow, and a tiger. Mouse, cow, tiger, rabbit. I got too many animals going on here now. Dragon. Way too many animals to keep track of now. Snake. Do I have to, like, inspect these in a certain order, maybe? Horse? Sheep.
Yoshi.
Monkey. Rooster. It's like the Chinese New Year animal. Oh, what the hell is that? Bro is just hanging out casually over there. Dog. Um, what on earth is that? I don't know. Is that what KAKUTA turned into, maybe? A stooped figure is blocking our path. It's a man with mushrooms sprouting from his body. Or rather, it's more like a man who has become mushrooms. They gave me -7 damage, are you kidding me? He bellows a maddening roar, and I feel a thick haze constricting my consciousness. Oh good, he gone. Before I can react, I'm back on the path. Did that spirit do this? Ugh, my head hurts. Even my worst hangovers don't feel this bad. Doesn't seem like we can move forward as long as that creature's there. We need to do something. And what do I do? Is he still... Yeah, bro, still... I don't know what I'm supposed to do. A dog. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't want to go back to this thing. Or maybe I do go back to it. We need to do something about that mushroom boy or else we'll never make any progress. Let's examine this place thoroughly. There might be an offshoot path somewhere. Oh, okay. Maybe I missed a path somewhere then. Do I have to, like, inspect each one of these, maybe? Maybe let me try doing that. Let me try, like, actually inspecting these. Maybe there's, like, a button on one of them or something. Oh, yep. I knew it. Behind the stone, there seems to be an animal tracks leading further into the woods, diverging from the path. There we go. Pushing my way through the dense foliage, we walk further into the woods. I wonder how far this trail goes. What if we can't find our way back home? So when in doubt, just inspect everything for further clues, I guess. That there's an open area in front of us. Something's there. There's a burrow. We arrive at a small meadow. There are some random things scattered on the ground here. Everything is old and unusable. You may as well call it junk. Perhaps this place used to be a garbage dump. There's an old signboard at the top of a broken trailer. It's a wooden signboard. This kind of thing used to serve as a notice board in olden times. These days, you don't see them outside of period dramas. There's a brief sentence written on the old-fashioned script. To the shrine, 2 beats for the monkey, 3 beats for the tiger, 1 beat for the snake. I don't get it. This question doesn't involve any hard science, so I'll leave it to you to solve, villain. So do I, like, have to inspect those animals, like, that certain number of times? Hero immediately gives up. Looks like I'm going to have to unravel this puzzle myself. Let's see. It starts out with to the shrine. So maybe it's indicating a ritual one has to perform before visiting the shrine. Monkey, tiger, and snake are obviously referring to the Chinese zodiac signs. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say earlier, the zodiac signs. So what does beat mean? Praying, clapping, bowing? I'd say probably clapping. Right, clapping your hands is a typical part of a shrine visit, so that seems to fit. So that seems we have to clap our hands in a particular manner before going to the shrine. This is probably how people in the past showed their respect to the gods living in the shrine. I jot down the contents of the board just in case. Okay. Got that barrel right there reminds me of that movie Megan is Missing. I don't know if we want to look in there.
よし。
An abandoned, decaying drum. Its frame has gotten rusty after being exposed to the elements. Why is this in the forest, though? I better take a closer look. The rim of the drum is stained pitch black. It's too dark to see anything inside. Should I take a closer look? Well, yeah, we're kind of already here, you know. I get up next to the drum and peek inside. The inside is also pitch black. My guess is that they use this to burn things. There's got to be a tooth down there somewhere. I assume they were burning garbage given the surroundings. Why did they do it here, though? There's something at the bottom of the drum. There's not enough light for me to make out what it is with my naked eyes. Yeah, obviously, shine the flashlight, bro. That was just Thing from the Addams Family. He's fine. He's chill. Hey, what's with all the screaming? In the drum, there's a hand with mushrooms. Come again? Hero timidly peeks inside the drum. I can't see anything. Give me some light here. Oh, okay. I turn my flashlight toward the inside of the drum while Hero looks in. However, we only find a thick pile of dark gray ashes. There are several mushrooms as well, the same ones as on the nearby trees. Anyone can tell this drum hasn't been used for a long time. There's something in the ashes. I told you there'd be a tooth there. I told you. I told you.
よし、いけそうだ。
Villain and the others have leveled up. Hell yeah. Your spirit has increased by 3. Well, good. At least I got some of my power back. Was it all just a spiritual phenomenon? Whose hand was it, then? I told you it was Thing from Addams Family. There's something back here, too. Even when I point my flashlight toward the forest, all I can see is darkness. I feel something terrifying might pop out at any moment. Still, I can't help but stare into the void. Something seems to be moving at the back. We both stare into the darkness. Jesus. Was that an animal sound? You think so? It sounds like someone dangerous to me. I don't know what the hell that was. What was that voice? We better not stay here any longer. Well, I kind of want to investigate. Okay, we can't hear the voice anymore. Alright, I guess it's time to head back. Return to the... No, I don't want to return to the infirmary. I want to go back this way. Okay, so... I'm going to go ahead and just inspect all these other ones just in case there's another path that I don't know about. Oh, well, it's actually asking me to clap now, so hold on. I got to look at my log. Where's the... What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Where did he jot the note down? Like, did he write it in here? I gotta, like, see how many times I'm supposed to clap. Alright, right here. So we got 2 beats for monkey, 2 for monkey, 3 for tiger, 1 for snake. 2 monkey, 3 tiger. 2 monkey, 3 tiger. Where the hell is the monkey one? 2 monkey, 3 tiger. Okay, now we gotta find the tiger. That's a rooster. What was this one? Was it the dog? Yeah, we gotta go back. That's a sheep. Horse. What the hell was the tiger? Well, the snake I do need, but that's got to be the last one. Dragon. Bleh. This has got to be the tiger. There we go. That one was 3. And then the snake was what, like 3 more up? Was it this one? Yep. So snake was 1. Two claps for the monkey, 3 claps for the tiger, and 1 clap for the snake. Alright. That must have changed something. Let's see what it was. So that bro better be gone now. He's still there. He's still here, though. What the hell do I do? Oh, now he's gone. The mushroom man lets out a shout of joy before vanishing. 2 beats for the monkey, 3 beats for the tiger, 1 beat for the snake. Maybe the board's message helped us exorcise the impurity, aka that spirit. Yeah, get the hell out of here, bro. Hey, you know, that thing we saw was wearing a Konoehara Academy uniform. You think it might be KAKUTA? I mean, that was what my initial thought was. Nope, he had blonde hair and wasn't as big as KAKUTA. Who do you think it might be then? Let me think. Maruhashi mentioned some delinquents who disappeared in the forest. Maybe he's one of them. Kakuri's deep-seated grudge is swirling all around this forest. One slip-up and the figure might be the last thing we'll ever see. So what's on this one? A boar? Oh, there's something else here. Behind the stones, there seems to be animal tracks leading further. So should I go there, or should I... Okay, it just did it all by itself. I guess I gotta go this way. We follow the animal tracks surrounded by overgrown flora once again. I wonder what's waiting for me in this deep, dark forest. It's like I wanted to see what was to the right first before going in there. That. There's an open area in front of us. Something's there. I think we got like a little camp going here. Several logs have been arranged in this meadow that kind of resemble a fence. An inordinate number of mushrooms are growing around the logs. Maybe someone used these logs to cultivate mushrooms? Be careful, villain. These mushrooms might have something to do with Kokuri. Koko? A stump with mushrooms growing on it? There's got to be a tooth. What's that? Something stuck on the other side of the stump. I take a few steps closer and find a metal grip protruding from the ground. I try to pull it out. It was actually a shovel? Okay. What's it doing here? Dude, what the hell was that sound? The voice just now. It sounded like a male's voice. It sounded like a freaking, like, Jabberwocky. Hero is not showing any reaction. Looks like I'm the only one who heard it. This shovel might have some sordid tale attached to it. Despite the creepiness, this shovel might come in handy. I decide to take it despite my pounding heart's protestations. Well, at least we have a weapon. Logs are assembled like a fence. I can't see what's on the other side of the fence. Let's move in closer to get a better look. Oh no. Oh, it's that bro. We find a corpse wearing a Konoehara Academy uniform on the ground. Unsettling, whitest mushrooms are growing from the body. Is this another victim of Kakuri's curse? What should we do? Stay back, I'll inspect the corpse. I cautiously approach the dead body. Where should I start? The body, pants, pockets, and blazer pockets. We'll just go right down in order. My eyes are fixed on the corpse. Arg. I can feel gastric juices well up into my throat. The more I stare at it, the more repulsive it looks. This used to be a human being, and now it looks like this. Don't look away. I utter a mild castigation to myself and continue observing the body. While the sprouting mushrooms have torn up the uniform, it isn't that dirty. He must have died recently. A green tie that indicates he's a second year. Mushrooms are growing all over his large body. I reach inside the corpse pants pockets. Inside I find a cell phone. It's pretty much stock and has no distinctive customizations, making it hard to guess who owned it. Maybe I can learn something from the phone itself. I press the buttons to no avail. Guess it's been broken. I reach inside the corpse blazer pockets. I find a piece of paper inside the pocket. It seems to have been torn from something. I position the beam of my flashlight so I can examine the paper's content. Fox lacata, a type of fungus that only lives in the fox forest. Its sporocarp doesn't have a cap or stalk. It takes the shape of a reed. A poisonous mushroom. It contains 10 times the amount of psilocybin hallucinogenic as the infamous Psilob argentips. Oh no, man. As of this writing, there are currently no laws regulating possession or cultivation of this fungus. However, considering the negative impact it would have on individuals, especially minors, official regulation and study are needed. Descriptions of a plant are written on it. This must be the missing page from the guide in the storage room. Scarlet strip-shaped mushrooms. It should be referring to these plants. So these red mushrooms are called Fox lacata. According to the information, they seem to be mushrooms with strong hallucinogenic effects. There's another piece of paper inside the pocket. Unlike the first, this one is written in rough, furry penmanship. The author of this note was definitely pissed off. Fox lacata and the murder at Lake S. The minor offender in the case seemed to have investigated or ingested Fox lacata, and the one who sold the mushrooms to them was K. I've been shifty-looking youngsters roaming around the fox forest. Looks like they intended to harvest Fox lacata. There were also some students from our school, including K. I didn't disclose this information to the public out of fear that it would damage the school's reputation. That was a grave mistake. I take responsibility for everything. The murder of a mother and a child at Lake S, an incident I've never heard of before. That's all there is to inspect. Did you discover anything, villain? Yeah, quite a bit. I describe the corpse's features and show Hero the items I found. I'm afraid that corpse is him. Well, it's gotta be Kakuta if it has the initial K. Yeah, I think so too. A second-year student with a large build has a torn page of scientific journal with him. It's obviously Kakuta. Kakuta had been cursed by Kokori. The curse didn't end just because he ran away. He probably lost his stamina here. Maybe we can learn why Kakuta came to this forest if we inspect his belongings. We better keep them, villain. Agreed. Obtain Kakuta's cell phone, the Fox Lakata document. I offer a silent prayer for his soul and leave the place. I realize something on our way back. Unlike the other victims, Kakuta's corpse didn't disappear. I wonder why. The only possible reason I can come up with is that maybe when he passed, he wasn't human any longer. Kakuta had basically become mushrooms. Even his parents wouldn't recognize him in that state. I wonder what's a better death, not even leaving behind a corpse or being completely stripped of all your distinguishing human features. On the ground, I see a mass with a rather odd shape. What is that? I better examine it. An ominous mass surrounded by moss. It doesn't resemble a human. Is this perhaps a human whose body has turned into mushrooms? I can't tell by looking. I might be punished for this, but I'll be able to confirm it if I dig out some of the mushrooms. I reach out to the mass, poking it. Oh, it does kind of look like a human body. I didn't even notice that. It's harder than I thought. There's no doing this with my hands. I need something with a sharp edge. I thought we were getting the damn shovel. I take out the shovel and stick it into the mass. A part of the mass crumbles away. I carefully pick it up and look it over. I knew it. It's a mushroom. Its surface is as hard as tree bark. I doubt this used to be a human. It just doesn't look like a human to me. There's no trace of clothing either. I could be wrong, of course, but I'm going with that. I don't want to think that I might have just mutilated and desecrated a corpse. There's something buried in the place I dug it out. Another tooth? Dude, we're getting a lot of soul power. I'll take it. Mushrooms are growing on a lump of moss. There is nothing particularly interesting here. Not even red mushrooms that resemble Fox Lakata. Alright, so I think we're done with this area now. Yeah. Good, I wanted to continue to see what was down here. Oh. Umbrella-shaped mushrooms are growing on the tree trunk. I take a good look to find any mushrooms resembling Fox Lakata to no avail. We find ourselves in an open space after passing the gate. This should be the grounds of the shrine. However, there are no remains of any buildings to be seen. Have they completely decayed? An old stone lantern with mushrooms scattered here and there. At that moment, I spot something glinting on top of the lantern. I step closer and find a small object on it. I didn't notice it at all. I'm usually pretty good at catching things like that, though. Oh, nice, another tooth. I pick it up, it's an eerie tooth. It's like we are getting a crap ton of soul power here.
よし
An old lantern, the only trace left of the shrine. Okay. Thick bushes and shrubs crowd this area. Say, villain, do you see something red behind those bushes? Not really. I strain my eyes staring at the bushes, but it's too dark for me to see anything. Well, shine your freaking flashlight, bro. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not lying. There's something red over there, okay? I'll show you. Hiro grabs my arm and walks toward the bushes. With my bright flashlight in hand, we cross the spacious open area. If Kokori was actually in here, we'd be perfect targets. Just thinking about that sends chills down my spine. That, see? Oh, that's cool. It's like in the shape of like a body. There's a red figure lying in the inner area. Hang on a second. Those are clumps of red plants that are in the shape of a human. Still, this doesn't explain anything about the shrine. We better take a closer look. The mushrooms growing here are thin red filaments. They look similar to the red mushrooms inside the petri dish. This has got to be Fox Lacata. I don't get it. Why have they clustered in such a strange shape? I think we probably need to dig again. I take the small shovel from my bag. My gut's telling me something's buried here. That's enough motivation to start thrusting the shovel into the earth. My shovel hits something hard. Being careful not to break whatever it is, I try and excavate the dirt around it. Before long, the object becomes visible. Oh, damn, it is a person. They're old human bones. The bones are clad with tattered clothes. Dirt has worked its way through the fiber now, but I believe this used to be white. Whose bones are these? I don't know, but the white clothes make me think that it could be Mr. Kokuri from the rumors. Abe said Kokuri is a spirit that was formerly a priest. Do you think this corpse was a priest? We may find out once we get a better look at the skeleton. I crouch next to the corpse and inspect it. From the bone structure, it appears these bones belong to a man. However, they don't really have any special identifying feature that would help us, like a missing finger or something. At this time of night, we'd be hard-pressed to cross-check his teeth against dental records, too. Making matters worse, other than the shreds of the formerly white clothing, there are no belongings to be found. The fact that his body is buried here might indicate that he was murdered, so if so, then his belongings might have been stolen at that time. Who are you? Words full of anxiety and confusion tumble from my mouth. Ugh. Deep inside the old school, the dead fox god that looks alive. Inside the stomach. Wait, what? What was that? A man's voice suddenly echoes through my mind, as if he's trying to answer my question. But I believe these are murmurs of his deep resentment. If you listen too carefully, you may get overwhelmed by the regrets of the deceased. We can't stay here any longer. It's dangerous. Let's go, Hiro. I don't think we'll get any useful information here. Sure. Damn, someone just shot? Suddenly the sound of a gunshot rings out and reverberates through the shrine grounds. Oh yeah, he's here. That's It's got something resembling a hunting rifle in its hands. Is that Mr. Kakuri? Kill. Hooligan. Mr. Kakuri disappeared. Another gunshot rings out and the bullet hits the ground near our feet, spraying us with dirt. This is bad. That thing does real damage and he's trying to shoot us with it. Oh boy, here we go. Here we go. This is dangerous, villain. We need to take cover somewhere. After saying that, Hero hides behind a nearby tree. I do the same and hunker down behind a different tree. The bullet hits somewhere completely off target. Jesus Christ. The bullet hits a spot near the lantern. How do I say this? He's surprisingly bad. I can't say for certain because it's dark and he's far away. But is he using a hunting rifle? I guess his gun's barrel so poorly maintained that it can't hit anything from a distance. True, but we shouldn't be careless. He only needs one lucky shot to kill us. What should we do? Kakuri's nowhere to be found. Well, we can't stay here. He won't keep missing forever. Everything is certainly trending very badly for us. Even if we try to make a mad dash for it, the road ahead is straight and narrow. Even a bad shooter with a bad gun is going to be able to hit their target eventually in this kind of situation. What should we do then? Nah, I don't friggin' know. We really can't make a move so as long as we don't know where Kakuri is. Hold on, we can't see him right now. I feel like I remember something, but I'm not too sure. Keep calm and think. There must be clues somewhere. Let me... A few days after the clock tower, new notice arrived. Kakuri Hooligan said that he's the spirit of a priest. We were attacked by a victim of the curse, a student Marashi. She fits the description of the hooligan, but is she the target? A spirit who haunts the fox behind the skull. But are they really targeting Mashuri? Oh, that's not really helpful. I'm teaming up with Hero. Well, there's only one option to choose, which is path, so run along the path and escape. Staying anchored to the same spot is dangerous when our enemy is invisible. I guess we've got to take a chance and run for it. Hero, I think we need to run down the path and escape. Okay, I'm not really a fast runner, though. Let's make a break for it on my signal. That's 77% chance of success. Kakuri hasn't attacked for a while. Let's move, Hero. I carefully stand up to take a step onto the path. Yeah, we're dead. Just at that moment, Kakuri's bullet grazes my leg. Are you alright, villain? Yeah, I'm fine. He just nicked me. Stay put, Hero. I made a bad call. Kakuri's shooting skill is not to be underestimated. Looks like running away isn't really a good option right now. I need to look for a different plan. Looks like this isn't the right choice. Well, it's the only choice I had, bro. If we could just make him show himself, but how do we do that? Keep calm and think. There must be clues somewhere. Ooh, we could do the creepy Petri dish. Maybe that'll get him to show. Let's try it. Oh wait, eat some of the centipede. Inspect the body? We're gonna inspect the body, I guess. Hiro, look at this. Do you notice anything? I point to the petri dish toward Hiro so they can see inside. Hiro starts squinting to see what I'm pointing at. Now that I think about it, it's pretty far away and it's dark out. The more I stare at it, the more creeped out I get. The bright red mushroom makes it look like the centipede has horns, like a demon centipede. A demon, huh? Feels like I've heard that somewhere recently. Looks like this isn't the right choice. If we could just make him show himself. I don't want to eat the mushroom, though, is the thing. Eat some of the... We're eating the centipede, goddammit, why not? I open the petri dish and decide to eat some of the centipede. I nip the shriveled centipede and force myself to chew a part of it. Then, with determination, I choke it down. -8? I get an odd bitter and sour taste filling the back of my mouth. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. However, I don't feel like anything has changed in my body. I don't see Kakuri anywhere yet either. Oh, I have to eat the mushrooms, because the mushrooms are the hallucinogenic. God damn it, I just thought of that. My bad. My bad. I just remembered that. We gotta eat the mushroom. And decide to eat some of the mushroom that grow on the centipede. So now we'll be able to see him, I bet you. I bite one of the mushrooms sticking out of the insect's body and tear it off with force. Then, with steely determination, I swallow it down. I'm almost dead. I feel like my body getting warm, like I just drank a mug of hot water. My heart is beating so fast, my vision starts to blur. This is probably the effect of Fox Lakata. Yeah, exactly. Hey, villain, are you okay? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, we can see him now. Once my heartbeat returns to normal, I slowly stabilize. My vision stops going blurry and I'm no longer in a daze. Then a mysterious figure appears before my eyes. He's there. I can see Kakuri. Looks like this is the right choice. Kakuri hasn't moved an inch. Rest assured, he hasn't come any closer. Villain, can you see Kakuri? Yeah, thanks to the red demon. Eat Crimson Devil. Yeah, I just friggin' remembered that. The female doll mentioned it before. Calling us hooligans, Kakuri aims his gun in our direction. The bullet hits the tree we're hiding behind. Whoa, it seems like he's gotten way better at shooting now. There's no way we can run for it like this. One thing's for certain, we can't escape right now. We need to find some way to fight back. Since Hiro can't see Kakuri, the only one who can fight him is me. There's not much I can do to fight back, but I gotta give it my all. We're teaming up with Hiro. We could probably use the Tailsman as protection, maybe? Let's try that. I'm almost dead. I got 2 life left. I doubt it'll work, but I'll give it a shot. I come out of hiding and hold Abe's Tailsman toward Kakuri. Both of us need to recite a chant now. Alright guys, I'm actually running out of time in this video. I got like 10 seconds, so when we come back, we'll continue this battle, and we'll go from there. I'll pick right up where I left off here. Thank you guys for watching. As always, stay charming.